And look, going into 2025, you have to deal with these racist dispatchers and these racist companies. And you got to check this out. For the most part, they are on Trump's side. And like I always say, I don't care if you voted for Trump. I don't care if you voted for Kamala. Because at the end of the day, they're not going to help black people anyway. But you're going to see in your trucking career, they'll do some shady stuff. For the most part, let's say you refuse a load, they'll tell you, okay, you got a random drug test coming up. They do little things like that, especially to black people. And then not only that, in 2025, we have to navigate through these sundown towns. But I'm going to get into that subject later on in this video. But I really like making these videos because I know it's a lot of new, young black truck drivers coming through, and even some older black truck drivers. And it's a lot of stuff that these people don't tell you, because in trucking, the more information you don't know, they make money from it. They make money off your lack of knowledge. So you got a lot of these companies telling black young truckers or black, older truckers to come in and start the leasing program. Look, in my opinion, if you're a new trucker, do not start the leasing program with these companies, because they go take most of the money while you being a slave, and you go get so burnt out, you go start over and move to another company, and it's gonna be a waste of time. Now you got some drivers who know how to, do it, but that's not a lot of drivers. For the most part, a lot of drivers, they waste their time and they end up quitting anyway without a truck. So that whole time you didn't pay for maintenance, you didn't pay for your own fuel, and you didn't pay for other expenses, and you done made these people richer. Because you guys sit back and think, a lot of these companies, they going through it. A lot of these companies, they going broke because of your lack of knowledge. They gonna do that. The name of the game is to keep you a slave. So they're not gonna give you the loads you need. They're gonna give you just the amount to keep you coming back. So if you go back and watch my other videos, I'm always telling y'all that first year, maybe that second year, go hard, forget home time. Go home sometimes, but go hard so you don't have to depend on these companies. So these companies can't talk to you any kind of way. So they can't just send you out into a blizzard storm and say, you have to deliver this load. No, you don't. You got money saved up. You got investments you made. You've been grinding so much, you don't have to do anything. On this road, do not put your life on the line for these companies, because guess what? These people are at home giving you demands. They're at home sitting on the couch with a laptop telling you what to do. You in a whole blizzard. They telling you, oh, it has to be there. No, don't put your life on the line. That's why I say on this road, you have to sacrifice at least a year or two, depending on what your goals is in life. Because some people sacrifice longer than that because, they want to become an owner operator, and shout out to them. But everybody don't have that desire to become an owner operator. Some people want to do stuff outside of trucking. So take that 1 year, take that 2 years and really hustle. So you can go to that third year, to that second year, and you got money in the bank. You got investments you making. So trucking is not just the only money you making. You making money from YouTube. You making money from real estate. You making money from, but be smart with your investments, because the name of the game is to keep you a slave until you get burnt out. And a lot of people get burnt out in trucking because, it happened to me a lot of times. Over my 10 years of driving, it happened to me a lot of times because I just couldn't get it right. I wasn't thinking like the way I am now. See, while you on that road, you don't want to be stressing. You don't want to be worrying. You don't want to be broke. And I'm telling you, having money on the road is going to cause you to have patience. It's going to cause you to really enjoy being out on the road, having that money saved up, because you know what you're working towards. You have a certain goal. That's why I say when it comes to our people, we have to have that vision what we're working towards. We can't just be out on the road, spending money, going broke, and now you depressed. And this the biggest thing. You don't want to be on the road and your truck break down and you got to spend a week in a hotel and you broke. Now you hella depressed. Now you going through it. Now you want to quit your job because you broke the truck in the shop. That's why I always say, always sacrifice at least that one, at minimum. Go that 1 year where you just grinding. That way, it don't matter what you make. You can make $900 a week. You can make $1,700, $1,800 a week, $2,000 a week. By you grinding every week, barely taking, time off, it puts you ahead of everybody else, because a lot of people taking longer breaks. They getting off from work. They going back home. They taking 2 weeks off. They taking a week off. But you picking that year, that 2 years where you just going hard, man, after that, trucking is going to become easy to you. And like I say, winter is coming up. You don't want to be driving in no blizzard and you have to put chains on your truck. Look, I don't know about the other drivers, but I'm not putting no chains on my truck. If I got to put chains on my truck to deliver, nah, that load just going to be late. You don't want to be out here driving and you sleepy as hell, but you have to make this load because you want this load to be on your next check because you really broke. You don't want to be out here down bad like that. And we all go through it. We all have moments. You probably going through it right now. But going into 2025, you don't want to live that kind of life when you trucking. And you got a lot of people who got into trucking and they thought they'll get rich quick. They thought it was just money, money, money. Trucking not like that. I learned you really have to sacrifice that year, that two to get ahead. Once you get ahead, man, look, if your truck break down and you working for a company, you like, shit, I ain't got to pay for the hotel. I don't have to pay for the truck. That's on them. I got my money. Now you stress free. But like I said, these winter storms are coming. Out here, you have to be smart. Always trust your gut. Always watch the news. Always watch the Weather Channel. That's very important during the winter time because you don't want to be driving and it got black ice on the road and you ain't know that. Every day, watch the Weather Channel. Truck drivers are often prone to depression due to a combination of factors related to the demanding work environment, including long hours, irregular schedules, social isolation, disruptive sleep patterns, constant pressure to meet deadlines, limited control over their work, and being away from family and friends for extended periods, all of which can contribute to significant rest, stress, and feelings of loneliness. See, look, this is what I learned. When you going through those things, when you feel like you're going through that loneliness, depression, and stuff like that, that means while you on the road, you have to learn new things. You have to learn new skills. You have to open up your brain. And that's why I'm glad we have YouTube on the road. I ain't gonna lie. Back in the day, I don't know how they survived without YouTube. YouTube is everything. So while you're on the road, learn some new skills. While I was on the road, I found out my love for photography. And that shit changed my whole life. And see, look, I can talk about Caucasian truck drivers, but I don't really know how they think. I don't know how they operate and stuff like that. So that's why I talk about my people. And a lot of times we have a fear of missing out. We missing the party. We missing the fun. We looking on social media. Look, what I learned about social media is everything is hyped up. It's not what it really is. You go home, you go spend a lot of money, you go get back on that truck and you go be depressed. I'm telling you how I go. So while you in your season of grinding, accept that. Be happy because a lot of people wish they can get a CDL. A lot of people wish they didn't have a felony so they can get a CDL. People wish they can drive a truck. You got people wish they can travel this country. They never leave home. And then this the main thing. You got people who calling you while you're on the road. In 2025, look, this is what I don't want y'all to do. You got people calling your phone while you're on the road, telling you all their life problems. Every day is something. They gossiping. Look, once you get on that truck, you don't want nobody from the outside world calling you or texting you with bad news. Unless, it's life or death situations. But other than that, you don't have time for it. You don't have time to be people's therapist while you're on the road. A lot of truckers do it. A lot of us answer phone calls for people. They going through it. They might be in a relationship. They might be just going through anything in life. Yeah, if our friends, you can tell them what it is. But if they keep calling you over and over, no, you don't have time for that. While you on that road, you have to be at peace. I'm going to tell you the 3 most important things to have while you're on this road. Money, your health, and your peace. Those are the most important things. And yeah, when you first started, it's going to take you a year, 2 years to grind it out, get your money up and stuff like that. But still, you got $1,200 saved up. You got $1,300 saved up. Even you got $900 in your bank account. You doing good. Those 3 things are the most important part while you on this road, man, because if you let go of your health, everything else suffers. Your money suffers. Your peace suffers. If you let go of your money, if you're not focused on your money, your peace suffer, your health suffer. And if you let go of your peace, your money suffer and your health suffer. So all these things tie in together, bro. And like I say, I learned this over a 10-year period while being on this road, ups and downs, broke as hell, got a lot of money. I done been through it all. And shout out to the truck drivers that's doing 20, 30, 40 years, man. Look, shout out to y'all. I respect y'all. Truck drivers often spend the holidays alone on the road, away from their families, as their job requires them to be constantly traveling, meaning they frequently miss important family gatherings and celebrations during the holiday season, leading to feelings of isolation and loneliness. And see, over that road, it's a different beast, man. Your mind can really play tricks on you. But let me say this, for the holidays, a lot of truckers go be on the road because they have to make that money. They can't afford to go home. That's why I always say, take that 1 year where you just grind it out. You miss the holidays. You say, forget the holidays because you're thinking about next year. You think about the next holiday. You want to be at home with your family. But let me tell you something while you're on the road for Thanksgiving. It's a lot of people in relationships. It's a lot of people who are at home every day. They feel lonely. They feel like they don't have nobody to talk to, and they wish they can be out on that road of having freedom, just being out. They wish they can have that. You know how many people, that are in relationships, that's married, that's been married for a long time, that's always posting. You know how stressed out they are? Not everybody, but for the most part. So don't let your mind play tricks on you. It's people at home every day with their loved ones, with their husband, with their wife, and they feel lonely as hell. Out there on that road is all about your vision. Long as you got your vision for the life that you aiming for, long as you got your vision for what type of life you want, you really never alone because it's other people like that. And all you gotta do now is go on YouTube. And I'm gonna tell you something. If you feel alone, start doing YouTube. You don't have to get a lot of views. I'm telling you, it's gonna be somebody who relates to you. But now let's get into something that I have to talk about because it's so important. There are estimates of between 2,400 and 10,000 sundown towns in the United States, highest concentration in the Midwest. And see, I think by Trump being in office, we're going to really have to focus and navigate and communicate with one another with these sundown towns because a lot of these people are going to be more bold. And I made so many videos about truck drivers being unalived, black truck drivers being unalived, whether it's by a rope on a tree or whether them finding that truck driver inside their truck unalived. And I always have to remind y'all that these companies don't care about you. If something was to happen to you while you working in their truck, while you on the road, all they gonna do is act like they're investigating, put a little paragraph out and say, we feel sincere, all that crap. And they're gonna put another truck driver in that truck and they're gonna move on with life. So going into 25, don't put your life on the line for these companies. Don't be out here on this road with no food and no water in your truck. Every Sunday, you want to make groceries, whether it's a Walmart delivery or you want to go to Walmart yourself and get your groceries because you don't know when your truck is going to break down. And that's why I say always do your pre-trip. Your pre-trip is mainly, I'm going to say this for black people. You don't want to break down no sundown town and you got to stay in one of their hotels. Because once you go into their hotel, if something happens to you, it's their story against yours. And you can't talk because you was unalived. So they're going to make up anything. And now your family just got to move on with no answers. And just imagine how much this stuff happened before social media. How many stories we don't know about. We just start reporting on these stories. That's why I say in 2025, always trust your gut feeling. And you know, as black people, when we go into these sundown towns and you get that nauseous feeling, you just feel sick. You like, no, I don't belong here. If you can't find a safe truck stop, man, look, go to a Love's, a Pilot, a TA. You might have to drive. You might have to drive off your clock, but do that. On that road, your job is to stay safe, make your money, and get back home to your family. Always remember that. That company is not looking out for you. They're not your friend. So never think these people your friend. I don't care how nice they talking to you. I don't care how much they laughing and cracking jokes. I don't care how much they text you in the morning. Good morning, how you doing? They not friendly. It's all fake. Always remember that. And I know it's a lot of people telling me, oh man, you always worry. No, in 2025, we have to stay alert. To these companies, you are just a number. If anything happened to you, they don't care about you. They only have cameras to look out for their truck. As long as their truck is okay, if you was unalive, they come and get that truck. They might not take you back home, but they getting that truck. It's a cold game. In 2025, we are no longer being on that road stressed out. No longer being on that road depressed. No longer being on that road broke. No longer on that road worrying about everything. We don't have time for that shit. Life goes by too fast for that. Because I'm starting to see a lot of truck drivers, they want to quit and they feel like, oh, I'm not getting paid what they told me. I'm telling you, the key is to take a year, take 6 months, however long you need to take, because all of us have a different life we want to live. All of us have a different direction we going into. So however long you gotta take, whether it's 6 months, 2 years, 3 years, the key is to take that grind period and really grind so you can have money in the bank. So you're not living check to check. You know how many truck drivers living check to check, even owner operators going check to check. And I'm gonna leave y'all with this. On that road, your safety and your peace are the most important things. Winter time is coming. It's going to be a lot of accidents. Every winter, the accidents just go up and up. All you see is trucks in the median, trucks flipped over because they driving too fast on ice. They texting and driving. Your safety is everything. Always remember that. From your pre-trip until you shut that truck down for the day, your safety is everything. And your peace also. Don't let people be calling you and getting on your nerves. Don't let these dispatchers get on your nerves. That's why I say get your money up. So when they talk to you crazy, you don't care if you lose your job. You gonna speak your mind because respect is everything. I'm out.